Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds podcast. I'm your co-host, Boom El Gato, the cat that hands you your lawsuit back. And to my left of here is the main man, Jesus De Niro, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together we form the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly ideas, brothers, and spicier content than your girls' OnlyFans. What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, I am extremely disappointed in Devin Haney. Now, before I get into all the reasons why I'm disappointed, listen, I know some of you are going to be like, oh, you're a Devin Haney hater. Oh, you're just a Ryan Garcia dick rider, blah, blah, blah. No. If you don't believe me, go back. Go back and watch. Before Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fought, I had Devin Haney winning, and I was quite complimentary of him. I said, this is the reason why I think he's going to win, so on and so forth. I said, I am a fan of what him and Bill Haney have been doing. Man, how things have changed in such a short period of time. It has been 2 months, almost to the day, 2 months since Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fought, and we all saw what happened. We admitted we were wrong about what happened. We admitted, hey, Ryan Garcia got the better of him, so on and so forth. Obviously, now it's been proven the man was on some sort of stimulant. He was on some sort of PED, whatever you want to call it. Listen, that's besides the point. I'm not here to talk about that. Normally, when this types of thing happen, and I referenced something similar in a previous video, of this nature, for example, Miguel Cotto versus Margarito. Go back and watch it. Margarito was caught cheating. They ran it back, and Cotto put a beat down on that dude. Well deserved. Well deserved. And in this type of instance, I would be not at all against a rematch for that reason. If Ryan Garcia was truly on something, and Devin Haney said, hey, that was a BS win, let's run it back, I'd be all for it. And I'd be like, look, listen, I'd be a lot more cautious with my take. And at that point, I'd be like, look, maybe it was something to do with the PED, so on and so forth. But listen, the way that Devin Haney has approached this from the beginning, first of all, he cried, and I definitely call it crying to NSAC. He complained and threatened a lawsuit and so on and so forth. And they said not only do they need to overturn this win, but they need to suspend him and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I didn't agree with that path, but I said, listen, whatever. If he wants to pursue that, I that's not what I would do, but if that's what he wants to do, let the man do it. And he got his way. Not only did they overturn the win to a no contest, my man essentially got his own back, even though we all can't forget what happened. Apart from that, Devin Haney's now saying, look, even though Ryan Garcia has been suspended for a year, even though Ryan Garcia has had to pay a fee, even though I took money from him, accepting the fact that he was going to be 3 pounds over me, blah, 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 I now want to sue him. Apparently, I don't know how true this is, Ryan Garcia posted that Devin Haney went to YouTube, tried to get them to take down the videos of the beatdown that he received. Apparently, he went to DAZN, and asked them to pull out the video proof of that fight happening. Listen, this is bitch behavior. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is not how, as a man, you run it fucking back. You tell them straight up, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, and you run that shit back. But now this man is making excuse after excuse. This man is throwing lawsuits out there saying he's a sue. You accepted $1.5 million and said, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter to me that you're 3 pounds over. I accept it. I'm moving forward. Give me the money. And he took it. You can't bitch and complain. The fact that Devin Haney is doing this is a severe disappointment because, again, I gave you guys a perfectly good example of someone in the past who cheated. They ran it back, and the wrong was done right. Miguel Cotto is a prime example of how you right a wrong. You go back, you run it back, and if you're really the better boxer, as Miguel Cotto was, he beat the brakes off of freaking Margarito. And I'm all for it. This is bitch behavior. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Again, go back. I supported Devin Haney. I was a Devin Haney fan. I praised him and Bill Haney. But for this man to go back and do it in this fashion, bitch and complain and moan and go 10 sack, fine, you got your way, they overturned it, you're back at a 0 loss, whatever. No one's going to forget, dog. No one's going to forget. You think people are all of a sudden going to be like, oh, this fight never happened? No, we all remember. And listen, fine. If you want to say maybe the man was a little stronger, or maybe, it helped him reduce to the weight that he was, whatever, fine. You want to make that argument, fine. You didn't
dodged the hook one time. You were saying the whole fight camp up, we're prepared for it, we're prepared for it, we're prepared for it. And you weren't. He caught you with damn near every single right hook that Ryan Garcia threw. Left hook, sorry. So my thing is, what the hell's the problem? What's the problem? This is the definition of bitch behavior. I don't care what nobody says. Listen, again, I was a big Devin Haney fan. I was a big Bill Haney fan. I was a fan of the way that these guys were carrying themselves. But this is truly bitch behavior, running back. And if you beat them then we will all say, look, listen, you were right, Devin. But this is not the way you get shit done. This is bullshit. And then on top of all that, you get the man suspended. Fine. I don't even have a problem with that. Fine. You suspended. Whatever. Cool. It is what it is. I ain't even mad at it. You get your O return, which we can't unsee what we saw. But whatever. Fine. If you feel better about it, whatever. But then on top of all that, you say you're going to sue the man? Insane, bro. Insane. What do you think about that, my dude?
Listen, man, I criticize a lot of Ryan Garcia's behavior. And look, if he actually did have the PED, which I believe it was Ostarine, and again, I looked into it, and yes, Ostarine can help you retain muscle even after the journey of weight loss and all that. And look, if it was that problematic, if 3 pounds of muscle was really all that problematic, cool. The problem with that is, again, Devin Haney has had history of being a weight bully. If 3 pounds of muscle was really that much of an issue, then yes, it was an issue for you to do that to other people back in the day. But all of a sudden, it's a problem when Ryan Garcia does it against you. It's hypocritical. And look, let's say for one instance, yes, the 3 pounds of muscle that Ryan Garcia retained throughout all of this is a big issue. Fine, I agree with you. But again, the Ostarine didn't make you drop your guard. The Ostarine didn't magically come from Ryan Garcia's muscles and whisper into your ear, Devin Haney, drop the left guard. No, it didn't do that. I don't care how much Ostarine or PEDs or steroids or HGH is going to be in Ryan Garcia's system. If you drop your guard, that's on you. No amount of performance-enhancing drugs is going to stop you from a lack of technique protecting yourself. And look, that's what happened. That's what you got caught with. And if anything, more and more muscle being on Ryan Garcia. And again, 3 pounds, I don't think is that much. But 3 pounds of muscle being on Ryan Garcia, you'd think would slow him down, right? But it turns out his left hook got faster, which how does that compute? Like, if you couldn't calculate his left hook or anything like that, and again, it improved, and we all saw it, we all watched the footage, his left hook improved. Wouldn't muscle slow that down if that was the case? I understand if it had that much punching power, I understand that much, but it got faster. How did that make any at all sense? And look, my biggest thing that I have on this is that the reason why Devin Haney instituted the lawsuit in the first place and try and get Ryan Garcia's boxing license removed is because he argued that as a result of the loss, it costed him money power in arguing for more payday on his fights. And again, I would see that to an extent, but there's one major thing that I think Devin Haney, and a lot of people forget, is in Devin Haney's corner when it comes to arguing for a better pay. He still has the belt. Whether or not he lost, he still kept the belt. Ryan Garcia didn't take it. He still has it. So even if he did lose, he can say, look, I have the belt. There's nothing you can do about that. It's one of those things where, look, if Devin Haney came out and said, yeah, you won, but I still have the belt. You know, again, I would have had much more respect for this man. But he went the route of, he didn't really beat me. He didn't really beat me, though. He had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. He had to beat me. Look, if he even said, look, he had to be on Austrian to be able to beat me, cool. I would have at least respected that. That's him acknowledging the loss and say, yeah, you needed that to beat me. Otherwise, you would have lost. But no, he went to, he tried to kill me in the ring. He tried to do all this and blah, 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 blah. I'm suing you. No. He's basically trying to run absolute boxing politics and hell, even courtroom politics to try and subvert something that everybody in their mind can't really forget. Every single talking point of, Devin Haney had his loss overturned. He's now finally 31-0 back again. And I've seen memes and constant memes of screenshots from the fight of Devin Haney being knocked on his ass, him on the floor, and saying,
Yeah, but you can't really overturn this. Like, you can't really forget that. And you trying to erase clips of that, like, dog, you can erase clips, but nobody's going to forget about that. And I think even you forgot about the fact that, yes, you have, even though you lost, you still have betting power. You still had the belt. He can't take that away from you, and yet you're still letting him get away with it. How does he not get away with this, but you're letting him get away with this? It's ridiculous. And again, I agree with you. It's maddening behavior, because every single thing that Devin Haney has, he completely forgets just because he had this one imaginary number, which we all agree. We both made a video on it saying that even if you lost, that doesn't necessarily negate your prowess as a fighter. Many great fighters have lost. Hell, many great fighters lost very early in their career. That didn't stop them from being great. So why are you putting so much stock into an imaginary number when, again, you have physical proof that you are at the top of your game, which is the belt? And yet you're letting Ryan Garcia get away with that, which is ridiculous. What do you think about my analysis on that?
Listen, bro, again, we can go back and forth, or we can argue all these stupid fucking points. I don't give a fuck. None of it matters to me. The belt don't matter. None of this shit matters to me, because this is not how you get back at a man. If you got your ass whooped and you want to say it's because of the PDs, fine, make the argument. In fact, I think a lot of people would agree with that argument. And if you said we're running this shit back, I think a lot of people would have you back. Fuck, I would have your fucking back on that. Like, you know what? It's true. Maybe the PEDs did help Ryan Garcia, but run it back. You don't sue the man. You don't bitch and moan to ANSAC. You don't bitch and moan for his suspension. You don't. And he even wanted to take a step further. I believe he even said that a year wasn't enough, that he should be suspended even longer, or even have his boxing license revoked. That's bullshit. Listen, it's one of those things where, like, dog, this is not how men handle it. I don't give a fuck if you think you have a God on your side or not. This is not how men handle it, dog. This is not how men handle it. This is the thing. He is really turning into a diva. This is no longer Devin Haney. This is Diva Haney. This is insane, dog. The fact that he said, look, I'll run it back with him when he's done being suspended. Cool, we would all be cool with that. You could even have a match in between, have a tune-up fight against someone. That way you can get your legs back under you. No one would be mad at it. But the fact that you're taking this route is some BS, dog. I would, here's the thing, you never accept this type of behavior. You are in the game of fighting, bro. It is literally your profession. But instead of fighting this man in a year when you're saying, okay, whatever, that's when his suspension will be lifted. Instead of doing that, you're saying, I'm going to sue this man. I'm going to ask for his license to be revoked. Are you scared? Is that what it is? Are you scared, dog? Because here's the thing, I don't ever like to say that a boxer is scared of another boxer. If you go back and watch any of our videos, a lot of times when people make the arguments, this boxer is scared of this boxer, I fight against that narrative, because these people are in the fight game. They have chosen to make fighting their lifestyle. So to say, oh, they're scared, I think is a load of BS. So in this same concept, I'm not going to say Devin Haney's scared, but listen, all your actions are pushing it in that direction, because why not just run it back? Why not run it back? Because if you, let's say you lost to him. Let's say you said, well, let's run it back. Let's say you run it back, and let's say you won. Everybody would dismiss the first loss, because everyone would be like, yeah, kind of looks like Ryan beat him because of the PEDs. Because if Ryan can't beat him off the PEDs, then it looks like Devin would have won the first fight. So what's the problem? You need to stop being such a diva, bro. This is insane shit. I'm not lying. I'm not here for it. The whole fucking thing pissed me off when I saw that this man was trying to sue or talking about suing Ryan Garcia. Insane, dog. Insane. Anything else you want to add to that?
That's out of me. That's enough out of me.
Listen, it is what it is, but we don't accept that over here. That's bitch behavior. And I am severely disappointed in a boxer that for a long time I was a fan of, even though people were constantly talking shit about the man. I respected the way he carried himself. I can't say that no more. It is what it is. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.